so this is going to be the tutorial on how to use a simple metric scale. I guess the first thing you do with any electronic appliance is you turn it on, and you do that by pressing the on/0 off button. So let's press that now. The scale is now on, and it's reading 0.00 grams. So how do we mass an object? The first thing you must do every time before you mass an object, even if it reads 0.0 grams on the scale, is zero the actual scale. And you do that by pressing, again, the on/0 off button. The scale is now 0. So I want to mass this used napkin. All I do simply, because it's an object, it's a solid object, is I place it on the scale. And this particular scale will give me a reading to the nearest hundredth of a gram. And this napkin reads 2.08 grams. That's simple. Now let's say we want to mass some liquid. You can't pour liquid directly on the scale because obviously it'll drip off and it won't get the actual mass of the liquid. So what we're going to do is put a beaker on the scale. This will contain the liquid. This will hold the liquid. Then you zero it again by pressing the on/0 off button. Now this scale is incorporating the mass of the beaker, but it's still reading 0. So when I pour liquid into this beaker, it'll only register the mass of the liquid. So we pour it in. And only the mass of the liquid is being recorded by the scale. This liquid weighs roughly 79.70 grams. Now another important thing to remember is that the scale can still be reading the mass. It'll fluctuate once in a while. But when you see the asterisk in the bottom left corner, that means you know the scale's done reading and you have an accurate mass. The last skill we'll talk about is massing a powder. And in every single lab, you'll see little containers like this, little plastic containers like this. And how you mass a powder is that you do exactly the same technique. So you put the container on, you zero the scale again by pressing the on/0 off button. And then you scoop powder into your little container to the desired amount. Let's say we want 0.2 grams. Carefully put a little too much, so we can always take some out. There you go, 0.2 grams roughly.